What's up and welcome to the part 2 of the 11 beginner tips guide. In this part we will kick it off by talking about proper fodder usage. Alright, so tip number 7 is fodder usage. So let's take a look at our 2-star Phantasm. So you see these 2-star Mega Phantasms, you never want to do this. You never want to feed them to each other. That is a complete waste of fodder. So instead of doing this, what you want to do is feed them with monster drops that you either get from clearing stages, or you can also summon them with your friendship points.
We have a visitor.
I don't have any friendship points right now, but if I did, you can summon them through there. Right, so when you get your friendship points or you clear your stages and you get your mobs, just go in here, feed your level 1 until you're maxed out 2 stars. Right now for part 2 of this tip. So the part 2 of fodder usage is actually leveling your fodder, and how you do this is you actually find a stage in which you need the catalyst drops from it for any character that you're leveling. We'll just use this side story map as an example, and let's say we are farming the sharp spearhead. So just go in there with 3 2-star fodders and 1 farming unit. I won't go into too much detail on how the entire guide works, so I'll just leave a link
I present to you the greatest magic,
and you guys can take a look at his in-depth guide. But basically what you want to do is you want to take 3 2-stars, get them to max level, then upgrade them to 3 stars, get them to max level, and then
entertain me, please,
with a whole new fresh stock of 2 stars.
Burning hatred.
So then you get those other 3 2-stars.
A desire for revenge.
3-star, max, and then rotate them out. And you just keep doing this over and over again until you have about 20 to 25-ish 3 stars, max 3 stars. And then you promote them to 4
Release
stars.
mana.
And then just keep rinse and repeating this method, rinse and repeat, until you have enough 5 stars to promote whichever unit it is that you want to get to 6 stars. Just keep doing this over and over again, and as of right now I feel like this is the most effective method out there. So shout out to Demon King for providing the information for this.
I'll go.
Right, so tip number 8. What to do with your duplicate 3 and 4 stars, even the shitty ones. And, obviously apart from, feeding them into other units. Well, actually this includes feeding them, but you'll see what I mean. So what you want to do is, if you have a bunch of dupes, duplicates of a single unit, is feed them into each other until you get their imprint to SSS. So the reason I want to do this is because there's an achievement for it where it grants you bookmarks, and we'll just use Azalea as an example. And I believe this should get it. Yep, SSS. So let's get her to SSS. And boom, there it is. Reliable support. So let's just go and check out our reward for that achievement. And 19 bookmarks. So for, I don't know, I think it's about every 2 or 3 that you do, you get 19 bookmarks for it. I just wanted to throw that out there because I feel like a lot of people don't know, and I've actually gotten a ton of bookmarks just doing that, and just using trash units for it. So yeah, don't sleep on that. Next time you have any units that you haven't max imprinted and you have a bunch of dupes of it, just feed them to each other and make sure you get those bookmarks. There's plenty of them to collect. So yeah, as you can see here, I just need to get 3 more, and then I get another 20 bookmarks. So yeah, it's about every third hero that you get to SSS imprint. All right, guys, on to the next one. All right, so tip number 9. What to do with your duplicate 3 and 4-star artifacts. So basically what we want to do with our dupe 3 and 4-star artifacts, the ones that we obviously, we don't need and we're 100% sure that we do not want to use ever, is sell them. Why? Because we actually get this new currency, which is I can't remember what it's called, so we'll just call it dust. So we get dust. And for every 4-star, we get 8 dust, and for every 3-star, we get 1 dust. So what is this used for?
I have lots of good wares. Take your time.
So after we sold our duplicate artifacts, what we want to do is we want to go to the shop and we want to hit this little powder of knowledge sub shop. So it's actually not called dust, it's called powder of knowledge. So what do we do with our powder of knowledge? Basically, we can use it to either buy artifact charms, which we are obviously not going to use it for that because it's too valuable to buy that. But what we actually use it for is to buy other 4-star and 5-star artifacts that we might need. So next week's rotation is actually going to be R and H, the thief artifact, which is the best in slot for basically all thieves. So if you have some powder of knowledge, definitely save for that. We can also use it to buy this bottle of knowledge, which I'm not too sure what it does, but I'm going to assume that it works as if it were a duplicate of any 5-star artifact, so like that you can upgrade its max level. So yeah guys, if you ever find yourself with an excess amount of dupe artifacts, sell them, come over to the shop, buy it if you need something. If you don't need anything, just keep collecting until the next rotation. So tip number 10 is about side story. Never ever skip on your side stories. The rewards for completing your side story, the catalyst drops, the reputation reward, and the amazing items that can be bought with the currency are 150% worth it. So all these things combined actually make completing your side story and farming out its currency one of the most resourceful ways to spend your stamina. So now, since we're talking about a side story, let's just talk about the shop real quick. We can actually get some of the rarer catalysts here, like Blazing Soul. I know a lot of you want that, so go ahead and buy that. So I know a lot of us don't have the patience to actually, grind out the whole store and buy every single item here. So I'm just gonna tell you which ones I would buy first. I would start with the Monroe seed. It's the most important item in the game, so make sure you buy this. Then I would go for the epic catalysts. I would buy all of them even if I don't need them at the time. After that, I would get the covenant bookmarks. You can never have enough of those. And after I've gotten those 3, I would go ahead and just buy these regular catalysts. Just make sure to buy them all. Then after I've done that, I would actually get the runes, because Giga Phantasm is just fodder, and we went over the fodder part. Fodder are pretty easy to get, and the penguin is basically just it's just EXP, so you get a bunch of that when you're farming your fodders anyway. Actually, scratch that. I would get the artifact charms before the runes, and then the runes. That's how I would do it. Okay, so recap: Monroe seed, epic catalyst, bookmark, regular catalyst, the charms and runes, Giga Phantasm, penguins, and yeah, then the currency. But if you don't have time to do all that, just get at least those first 3 that I mentioned. Happy farming. On to the next. Right, so my final tip to you guys is budgeting your bookmarks and your sky stones. So basically, when to summon. If you are a collector and want all heroes in the game, my advice to you is to do a max of
I have lots of good wares. Take your time.
Banner, if it is not a limited banner. The reason for this is because the game will occasionally throw in a limited banner, which requires 121 summons to get the new limited, which means it will most likely never ever come back, 5-star hero, which usually means it's overpowered. Look at the Luna. Limited banners. Okay, so with that being said, limited banners are amazing, they destroy all RNG. You are pretty much guaranteed the hero without having to summon, you know, ridiculous numbers like 300. Like I've heard some people summon for heroes like Tamarin and such. So yeah, the peace of mind of knowing that even if you have the worst possible luck on this planet, that after 121 summons that hero will be yours is priceless. Also, we will be getting a collab banner soon. So we don't have the details yet, but this might be a limited banner also, which you know, makes it a great time to summon a
My new beginnings become your strength.
Hero. All right, now if you are like the minority of the people that play this game and you don't really care too much about summoning, and you know, you just kind of want to go about your gameplay, you know, spend your and you just kind of, you know, want to go about your gameplay and go about your life. Actually spending Skystone in stamina is one of the best ways for you to progress in the game and, you know, be better than other people. You know, do that, go ahead, farm your life away, get a bunch of 6 stars. But I would highly recommend that you keep 12,000 Skystones at hand at all times. And the reason for this is because 121 summons at 95 stones per summon is approximately 11,495 sky stones for a guaranteed limited hero. You know, you can alternatively keep 605 bookmarks on you, so you have exactly 121 summons. So when the next limited hero comes out, you are more than ready to do that. So when the next limited hero comes out, you are more than ready to get him and not make the same mistake that I did with Deanne. I passed off on her, even though I had more than enough sky stones to get her. But that's a story for another day. So that is all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Also, if you feel that I missed any tips or anything that I should have added in the video, please leave it in the comment section below. Also, if you'd like me to do any more videos like this, just let me know and I'll be more than happy to do them. So yeah guys, that is all for today, and until next time.